Dale O'Dale with us now, photographer and digital artist, and this I've got to show this at Van Gogh's ear. Can we get a shot of that? The new works. So this is a great shot, Dale.
Oh, thanks, and that's not in the show.
Good morning. Talk about the show.
It opens this Saturday night, Van Gogh's ear. They're all new works. There's going to be 8 new pieces that have never been seen outside of my studio before, so I'm really anxious to get the work out there, and I'm a little nervous too because no one has seen it before. It's a continuation of a surrealistic landscape series I began years ago working in the forest, and now I've moved into the desert with the new work.
Dale, how long have you been doing this?
30 years. With a camera.
With a camera, okay.
About half as long with a computer.
Okay, the difference doing it with a camera and computer, the pros and the cons.
Well, everything is going digital.
It is.
Film is nearly dead. People still shoot it, but the whole photographic world has undergone a sea change over the last 15 years. And the interesting thing about the computer is, I always laugh when I say this, but it's made the artwork very male, because there's no...
M-A-L-E?
Very, very masculine.
Okay.
Because there's no commitment anymore. We've got delete, we got save as, and we got undo.
And you can edit, and you can edit it.
And I don't have to commit photons to film or paint to canvas, or ink to paper. And so I can explore things that photographically I couldn't explore, because I committed, I had to process film, I had to see how things looked.
I'm sensing that you think it makes a better photographer out of the photographer.
It doesn't really make a difference. It allows the photographer more control, because we don't have to use any outside services. All this stuff is now, since it's digital, we can bring this in the studio, we can do it ourselves without relying on lab services. But I think what we're seeing is a birth of a new art form, where digital is an outgrowth of photography, because photographers embrace the medium
and
first.
Dale, doesn't it make the novice, the amateur photographer better? I know I'm taking much better photos now with the new technology, or at least I believe I am.
Oh, absolutely, because you can see your results on the back of the little screen on the back of the camera. And so if
you can correct yourself at the moment.
Right. If the composition's bad, you move over a little bit, you take another picture. Of course, you can delete that picture, and then no one ever thinks that you took a bad one.
What will that do to the profession?
Well, the two things that we can't write software for are composition and light. And so I foresee very bizarre or really limits-pushing compositional styles that will be coming down the road. Can't write software to recognize the quality and quantity of good light. And so photographers will be, when they're shooting on location, they're going to be really pushing to get interesting light.
What are we seeing right there?
This is a new image from the exhibition. The title of this one is Your Room Is Not Ready.
I love that one. When I saw that one, I just...
That's like a science fiction shot.
Well, it's happened to me so many times when I travel.
You have a fabulous sense of humor, Dale.
Well, so many artists are so darn serious that, we need a little levity.
Oh, not only your room, the hotel isn't ready.
Oh, look, what is this one?
The title of this one is Infrastructure, and I'm always looking to recontextualize things, and the Victorian home precariously perched on top of this thin little spire, kind of a metaphor for our housing market and the economic times we're going through right now. But what you can't see on your TV is there's little doors inside of all those little mushroom-shaped
so these are
desert things there.
Photos that make you think.
Yes, I know, how terrible. Well, what I'm trying to do is, I mean, I love photographing the landscape. I love being out in nature and discovering these things, but honestly, do we need another beautiful landscape photograph of all the billions that exist?
Exactly.
And so I enjoy doing it, but once I get back to the studio, I want to take this apart and make it my own, as if you're hiking through the forest and it's like, oh my goodness, what have I found?
Oh, speaking of another beautiful landscape shot.
This one's called The Last Leaf.
That's nice.
And it's just
that.
one of those images, about aloneness and solitary things and that sort of stuff.
Your photographs say something.
But I hope they don't say the same thing to everybody. I mean, to me, the difference between art and advertising is that when the viewer looks at an advertising picture, everybody is supposed to get the same thing. And when you go to the gallery and you're looking at these images, I think people should apply their, their own life
Just like your
experiences.
dreams.
Exactly.
Interpreting your dreams.
Exactly.
Same premise.
Just because it means something to me, it doesn't have to mean that to the viewer. As long as they get something out of it. I think the worst response is no response at all. That
Yes.
means that, no engagement with the art.
When and where can we see it?
We will be there this Friday night for the Fourth Friday Art Walk. The official opening is Saturday night, 6 to 9. The images will be there for at least a month afterwards. And this is going on at the same time the Society for Photographic Education is
At Prescott College.
Yes, and so we're going to have more photographers in town to see
And
their
you're
work.
involved in that also?
I'm going to be attending and hopefully learning something.
Excellent.
Neil, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Very good stuff.
When we come back, Michael Mahaney and Danny Anderson in the studio for you. Stay there.